All right, so the Pope resigns, and everyone's kind of freaking out because that hasn't happened in a while. There's a lot of uncertainty. Are people even religious anymore? And then the Cardinal Post-Deacon comes out, and it's nighttime, and everyone's like, who's the Pope? And he's like, it's Francis. Jorge Mario Bergoglio is Francis. And if you're like a real Pope ball knower out there, you're like, no one has ever chosen that name. And then out walks this guy who is not wearing the Aura Farming stole or the Aura Farming cross. And he says, Fratelli e sorelle, buonasera.
Buonasera.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, good evening. And that's when you're like, this guy is one of us. The Pope can come from anywhere. You know, the Vicar of Christ is someone who is humble and who is close to the people. And by the way, this moment has the loudest crowd pop I've ever heard, and I'm like an avid sports fan. I've never heard people get as hyped as this. And even all the way to Francis's last public appearance, it starts kind of the same way.
Buona Pasqua.
Such
Dear brothers and sisters,
hell yeah.
Happy Easter.
Hell yeah. We're all gonna make it, like, moment. We're all gonna be Pope. All right, number 2. James Hong is 96 years old right now. He has over 700 film credits. And when he was starting in Hollywood, it was not great to be a Chinese actor. So they had white people acting as Chinese people. And that's how Hollywood worked. And that sucks. He's seen it all, and now he's in this Asian-led movie that would go on to win the Oscar for Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Kie Kwan. He puts it all into one speech.
The Asians were not good enough, and they are not box office. But look at us now, huh?
It's not just about James Hong having redemption for himself. It's about the redemption he brought for every actor who will come after him, those who are standing behind him like Michelle Yeoh and Kie Kwan, and those who have yet to come. This is a fuck yeah moment. We lived in a new reality after 9/11. We had all these wars in the Middle East, but people looked to one constant throughout American history, which was baseball. If baseball goes on, life goes on. President George W. Bush is going to go out to throw the ceremonial first pitch to start the game. Derek Jeter said that he talked to him beforehand and said, you need to pitch from the mound, and you can't bounce it. Because if you bounce it, they'll boo you, because it's Yankee Stadium. And George W. Bush gets up there and throws a perfect strike. And look, I don't like a lot of stuff about George W. Bush, but he used to own a baseball team. He's maybe one of the only presidents in history who could have gone up there at that moment and thrown that strike. This is also, I'm going to say it, the most patriotic, televised moment in American history of banding together after a tragedy and of playing some fucking ball, man. Hell yeah. Many people know that MLK said, I have a dream, but that's not my favorite part. But a lot of people compartmentalize him as like, oh, he advocated for just African Americans, and then, you know, you had other people in other races. But the truth is, Martin Luther King's dream was for the advancement of all people. When we stop being racist to each other, we will all do better for that. And he quotes,
black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Everyone is going to come together, and we're all going to be liberated once the dream is fulfilled. Hell yeah. Yes, we are. Vincent van Gogh was really depressed, and he killed himself. And if I had a time machine, I would take him to the future to just at least show him that what he did in his life was appreciated. And that's exactly what Doctor Who did. It's so, how do you not cry when you think of a guy who went his whole life not thinking anyone would give a shit about his art, to come and see all at once that we did. He was touched by this. You know, the bad of his life was outweighed by a little more good than it was in our own timeline. And I think one of the great things about Doctor Who and time travel stories and alternate universes and sci-fi is it can give us that balance that, you know, we see all the bad in the world, but then we can watch a show where it's directly outweighed by something good, and we say, hell yeah. Baseball is a bunch of guys playing a kid's game, but it's a family, really. Each team is made up of unbreakable pieces, and in one morning in September 2014, the Miami Marlins lost their star pitcher Jose Fernandez in a boating accident, and the first game after that, the leadoff hitter Dee Gordon hit a home run, and the crowd noise after this moment is unlike anything I've ever heard before. It's not just a cheer, it's more carnal. It's a cry. It's screaming and applauding, and just a message to Dee Gordon that the city has his back, and Dee is pounding his heart and looking to heaven, and I think it's both thank you for helping me hit that home run, and I hit it for you, Jose. And when he goes into the dugout, he's comforted by his manager, Don Mattingly, and all the players. He hit this home run as Jose Fernandez, with Fernandez on his back, and he's being comforted by a team where everyone is also Jose Fernandez. And it's like his spirit is comforting Dee Gordon and surrounding the team. And the commentators just shut up for this entire moment and let it play out. And it's the best moment in baseball history, in sports history, and the most hell yeah moment of all time, because it is really the epitome of no one's ever really gone, of when you keep someone's memory in your heart, they help you do amazing things, and they comfort you, you know, and they comfort you through their memory that lives on in the hearts of other people. And you can see it. That death itself isn't the end. That is the most hell yeah I can give you. Links to all of these are in the description. Thank you for watching. I'm Joeybar. Hell yeah!
2 hours later, people were still subscribing to Joeybar.
You're still doing it.
Yeah, I'm still doing it. I can't stop.